Imperial Valley, California, home of the Salvation Mountain. Today, we sit down with Ron, currently caretaker of the mountain, all while giving him a fresh new cut. This is Beyond the Cut.
Originally, I was born in Detroit.
You're from Detroit?
Yep. I grew up out in the suburbs, though, but I was originally born in Detroit, though. I've been here for like 7.5 years. 7 of them living here at Salvation Mountain as the resident caretaker.
Yeah.
And then, I spent a few months in, I had a camp over there. But I was working on this pretty much the whole time.
What made you want to come out to California and live out here?
I can breathe, and I'm smart. California rules. In the Imperial Valley is smart California. It's nothing wrong with, wanting all the stuff and the fancy blah-blah-blah and hoobada-ha-bada-ha. It'd be nice to have some stuff, but taking time for your family and for your friends and your life and your interests, that's what it's about. I love the lifestyle.
Okay.
I love it. Once I moved out of Metro Detroit, I moved to West Michigan. So it was like small town, country, and the town started growing and stuff, but then I moved to Albuquerque, which is a bigger town, but there were so many parts of New Mexico that were very rural. I spent a lot of time out doing that, and I was like, this is for me.
Yeah.
And then I went to Vegas and then came here. Never left. I installed flooring, carpet and stuff like that. I actually installed the set for Breaking Bad. I did Walter White's house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was working in Albuquerque at this little store called All Estate Carpet and Tile. And my company, Detroit Flooring, I subbed through them. And they're like, hey, today you get to do a TV show in this warehouse. They're doing a pilot. We got there, and, it was a house, and we were all set up to do it. And I was like, hey, man, telling my crew, do a real good job. We did anyway, but, given the speech, this gets on TV. And the guy designing the set, in charge of everything, is like, this crap will never get on TV. It's about a teacher making meth with a student in an RV, blah, blah, blah. But they ended up shooting all of season 1 and 2 episodes of season 2 in that warehouse. There was a writer's strike. Nobody could do anything. They already had it set up. Cranston was known. They're like, hey, this is actually pretty good, and they put it on. But if you watch all of season 1 and 2 episodes of season 2, you'll see my work. After season 2, episode 3, they moved it to the Albuquerque studios. Yeah, but when we did it, it was nothing, So I didn't even save the check that said Breaking Bad on it. I'm not good at keeping stuff anyway. And I didn't take any pictures because we wanted to be like, well, crap, there's no union dudes here. Let's shoot a bunch of stuff. Let's feed our guys. And so we, didn't do that. And it was cool, though, when we went back to get the check that they were shooting, and I was in the warehouse, and, they stopped, and Bryan Cranston comes out of the RV in his whitey tighties. They give him a robe, and we all go out to lunch, and, they pass out the checks. That was pretty cool. I actually lived, across the street from Saul Goodman's office with a big old inflatable Statue of Liberty. Didn't know what it was. I'd walk by Dog Sunny all the time, be like, what is that? That's something to do with it. I don't know, though. And then, once it aired, then, I knew what it was. But, as a good, New Mexican, you don't sit there and stalk that stuff. You just leave it alone, even if you're a fan. Just, if you're stuck in traffic because they're shooting a scene, be quiet and sit there. Shut your car off, turn on the radio, and, and that's how it worked. That state is like a big, giant, small town. That's where I got my love for the valley and the dirt and stuff like that.
How did you originally hear about this area in Salvation Mountain and all that?
I was in Las Vegas, getting ready to do some flooring work, and I was doing some, but I was trying to be a union dude, and I met this girl named Bunny, and she was on her way out here, and I went for the union job, but I couldn't start for 2-3 more months, which was $37 an hour. So I was like, I'll wait. But I was sick of Vegas, and I had a chance to go camp for free and meet cool people, so I came here and goofed off for the first month, and they dragged me over here and then I never left. And that was all she wrote. And then I've been taking care of Salvation Mountain ever since. But I have no family here. All my family's in Michigan. My last day off was 3 years ago, October. And I flew home for 10 days and visited with everybody. No, I was never like a bum or a backpacker or a traveler.
So you just moved from spot to spot and you chose to stay here?
Yep. I stayed here because I loved the community of I hadn't really gotten too much into Imperial Valley yet, but I loved the actual community part of Slab City. And the caring and sharing. And, because I got here at the end of summer when there was only the real residents here, not all the, the tourist slabbers, which are awesome too.
Yeah.
But so I got to see really how it works. And I, was respectful, and people, accepted that and liked having somebody with respect in the community. And then I started working on this, and then I met the people coming out here, and I was just like, you know what, screw that job, I'm just going to stay here. And the phone reception was horrible anyway, so you never, eventually I heard from them, but I didn't, it was already too late.
So did you plan like on like staying out here like the rest of your life, or did you ever like want to like go back to like that kind of living again?
No. No, like when I got out here I was 49, and I was like, shit, I'm retired at 49. Okay, I don't have 2 cents, but all right.
But you're happy, right?
I'm happy, and it's great. I'm doing something worthwhile, so it's definitely.
You guys all get along pretty well out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you respect each other. If you run around, you act a fool, you're not going to get respected. If you think, I'm the Salvation Mountain guy, I'm better. No, I'm not. Everybody's got a purpose out here. Your purpose could be maybe not something that we would go, oh, this is a good thing, but,
Yeah.
Because you got to have the good to make, or you got to have the bad to make the good look good. Otherwise, it's all just plain.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not down with anything, bad. I like people treating each other with respect and loving each other. My philosophy out here is, this is my world. Not, this is my world. I do like that. But my world is the world I want to live in. I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated. I want them to treat me in the same fashion. If that doesn't really work out, then, I'll move along. There's a lot of people. I'll even have conversations with visitors out here. And if they're, oh, how come we can't do the thing, and we can't, if you say, why is that closed, and you're focused on the negative 3 times in our conversation, I'm like, well, thank you very much, and I'll go talk to somebody else, next person, or go hide over there.
So you don't deal with anybody's like negativity, huh?
No, I'll try to swing people around, but I can't be brought down to that level, because I'm around so many people, that it's a real good chance that could happen, and I'm not going to let that happen. But then you just go 2 steps that way, and there's a great person right there. And the negative person not being mean, it's just I think they're trained to be that way. Some lady comes out and says, I thought he'd be bigger. Out of the 7 years and hundreds of thousands of people. I'm like, well, no, you just can't satisfy everybody. Most people are like, wow, this is awesome.
What did you think when you first saw the mountain?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I was camped out actually by the hot springs. Yeah. On the way there, I rode with Bunny out here still, and she's not messing around. If you have a disagreement with her, she might put you out the car. So I was like, okay. And then she starts, Bunny, my friend. Las Vegas, right? Yeah, my friend that brought me here, yeah. When she, so I don't want to have a disagreement, but 2 hours away from Slab City, she's like, oh, by the way, there's this place, Salvation Mountain. Leonard, he painted and made this mountain and put Jesus and all these things, and I'm like, realistically, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear somebody imposing their will and blah 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 and blah. She just gave it and I'm thinking like Mount Rushmore kicking out the Indians and pounding open. Well, technically we are similar because we're both. Hey Wolf, we got some RV guys coming in here. That's our local guy. I met him. He's cool. I met him yesterday, dude. Wolf, it's all right.
Society sees this place as like the Wild West.
I hate that.
Like people think out here's the Wild West. People are wild. People are living out here just like
lawless.
Like what do you feel about that? Like,
one, look at this happy ass dude right here. Do you think I could be this pleasant and loving and happy if it was like it says? Here's how this works. Slab City, the last free place, lawless. That's not what it means. Slab City, the last free place means the only thing free here is the dirt under your feet. Everything else you provide for yourself. You can be a little more free with everything and, things like that. And you can do a little more out here, because you don't have your neighbor so close and there's not all the codes and hoobity-doos and all the things. All that lawless stuff started with the Vice News channel on YouTube with their video. They came out, there may have been one before that where they got the idea, but they came out and they used a bunch of actors and they faked doing meth runs, they faked going out to the brass runs, long time ago though.
False advertisement.
False advertisement. Then a couple of our locals said, this is a good idea, keep these people out of here. Then it got out of control. Generally when I get people, especially, like kids come out and they're like, lawless, yeah, all these signs here, I thought this was lawless, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, excuse me, sir, but if this was really lawless like you think, I said, we'd have already stole your car and robbed you. So, and I'm sure that's funny to hear from me. I'll be quite honest with you. I could sit here and tell 100 billion stories of how I met this nice person and these people, and here at the mountain, and we had all these. We had a nice conversation, and they appreciated the art. That's happened millions of times. It filled my heart to no end and make me keep doing this. But the funner stories are, when it's not that way. But those, and that's so little. My time being here, I've always been an optimistic dude. The world is great, everybody's doing what you do, even though the news says these and that and then and then and that. Well, guess what? Being here at Salvation Mountain made that so true beyond any of my wildest expectations how wonderful people are and the percentage of how wonderful people are. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. The best way to get a hold of me is Salvation Mountain Man on Instagram. Because other stuff, my phone, I don't answer. That sets a bad precedence. If you answer that phone once, man, people are going to call you. I'm going to say that this is rough. I'm going to guess this is the first haircut I've gotten probably at least 8 years.
Wow.
Before this, when I went to Vegas, I shaved my head because I wasn't doing nothing. I was like, who cares? But I'm too skinny for that, and I look sick. So, I did. Then out here, I did it myself maybe a year ago, and it worked out kind of, but you could tell I did it myself. And I'll start 56 out looking good because yesterday was my birthday.
Oh,
so
happy belated birthday!
Thanks.
Well, we keep it on 10, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your interest in Slab City, and and everything. Interest in making the world better, because that's what this is. Everybody's got to find one little way how to do it. Whoa! Oh man, look out! All right, dude.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the talk.